Do not just grab the lowest price tag in the pro shop bin and call it a win. Seriously, blindly buying a cheap golf glove is the biggest money mistake you can make before you even step onto the tee box. Today, we're hunting for the options that actually save you cash. Let's get right into it.
Here's why this happens. A baggy, badly made, cheap glove, it actually forces you to squeeze the club harder. It completely ruins your grip and creates a ton of tension in your swing. Plus, it wears out in just a few sweaty rounds. You end up replacing it constantly, which quietly drains way more cash out of your wallet over the season than just buying smart the first time.
Later, I'll show you the one thing most buyers never check, and it costs them every time. Stick around for that, because knowing exactly when to toss your glove, it changes the math completely. Before you buy, you need to hear this next part. Gloves are a sneaky expense. They're a consumable item, meaning you are absolutely going to replace them. But because they aren't a $500 driver, golfers just buy them too fast. They grab the wrong size, they pick the wrong material. The real question isn't about finding the fanciest, most premium glove. It's about finding the right glove for your specific hand, your local weather, and how often you actually play.
To actually get value, you've got to follow 5 strict rules. Number 1, fit beats brand every single time. A snug, cheap glove outperforms a baggy, luxury glove, period. Number 2, focus on cost per round, not just the sticker price. 3, match the material to your weather. 4, check durability at the heel pad and the base of the thumb. And 5, have a replacement strategy, like rotating 2 gloves.
Let's look a little closer at that material match. If you play in dry conditions, sure, a premium sheepskin Cabretta leather glove feels fantastic. But if you play summer golf in heavy heat and humidity, that exact same leather glove is going to get soaked and slick by hole 6. That's when breathable synthetics or hybrids actually perform better and last a lot longer. You need to match the material to your climate, not to what a pro wears on TV. So for everyday durability, take a look at the FootJoy WeatherSof. It's the dependable, no-drama synthetic option that a lot of regular weekend golfers quietly end up trusting. It is built strictly for practical use and sweat management rather than giving you that buttery, ultra-thin tour feel. Here is the honest verdict on this one. Buy it if you're a beginner or mid-handicapper who just wants a simple glove that survives sweat and rough daily use. But definitely skip it if you are a leather feel snob who demands maximum feedback from the grip. The feel is noticeably firmer than full Cabretta level.
Now this is exactly where most golfers waste money. They just assume that if they want leather, they absolutely have to pay those premium, top-shelf prices. So they end up overspending every few weeks on expensive gloves that wear out super fast. You do not have to fall for that trap.
Enter the hybrid answer. The Callaway Dawn Patrol gives you that highly connected leather palm feel, but without the premium price tag. It perfectly solves the problem for golfers who want softer feedback on the club, but still need to shop on a strict budget. The big strength here is that connected feel, which is fantastic for dry to moderate climates. But it has a real weakness too. Because it leans heavily on leather, it will wear out really fast if you sweat heavily. Buy this if you replace gloves on a normal schedule. Skip it if you're a heavy sweater who refuses to let your gloves dry out. You will literally melt through this thing in a week.
The cheaper option is not always worse, but here is the catch. Going cheap or buying in bulk only works when the fit and material are actually right for your specific hand. If they don't fit properly, you aren't saving money at all. You're just buying trash in higher quantities.
Now, if the fit is right, the Kirkland Costco pack is one of the clearest budget plays in all of golf equipment. You're getting Cabretta-style gloves in a multi-pack, which absolutely crushes your cost per glove over a full season of playing.
Buy this if you burn through gloves, you really want that leather feel, and you already know your exact size in this specific brand. But avoid this if you haven't tested the fit first. If their finger pattern doesn't match your hand shape, buying a 4-pack just because it's cheap turns a good deal into pure waste. Next up is the Wilson Staff model, or their value leather options. Wilson hits a really nice sweet spot here, where the glove looks and feels much nicer than the budget price suggests, especially when you can find them on sale. Its major strength is definitely that soft feel for the money, presenting a really clean, premium look. Now, on the flip side, the weakness is that just like any leather glove, durability completely depends on your grip pressure and your sweat levels. I highly recommend this for feel-first golfers, but compare carefully if the price starts creeping up too close to the high-end brand options once you add in shipping or taxes.
Most buyers skip this and regret it later.
When you step down into the ultra-budget off-brand category, you cannot just click buy simply because it's cheap. You absolutely must check the palm seam quality and verify whether the thumb actually has proper reinforcement.
Gloves like the MG DynaGrip or other off-brand Cabretta options offer the absolute best low cash outlay. The first-round feel on these is surprisingly close to big brand leather. This is fantastic for high-volume practice players who just want a fresh, tacky feel without paying extra for a fancy brand badge.
The massive strength here is the low replacement pain. You can swap gloves constantly with zero guilt. The real weakness, though, is inconsistent sizing and finishing. Sometimes they run bulky, sometimes they stretch out really fast. Buy if you want cheap volume, skip if you expect perfect consistency every single time you crack open a pack.
If you are strictly buying on a budget, this next point matters a lot. Earlier I told you I'd show you the one thing buyers never check that costs them every single time. It's how you manage your fit and know exactly when the glove is officially dead. Let's look at the timeline.
First, check cadet sizing. If you have shorter fingers and a wider palm, a regular glove will be totally baggy and ruin your grip. Second, if you play in heavy heat, rotate 2 damp gloves mid-round. Letting one dry completely drops your cost per round. Third, and this is the big one, replace the glove the second the palm goes shiny. Do not wait for a hole. Once the leather is smooth and shiny, you start squeezing harder. That tension ruins your swing, and the glove is just dead.
This next part changes the final answer completely. Who should actually avoid budget gloves entirely? Well, if you need a super precise premium fit, hate experimenting with your gear, or play serious competitive golf where you rely on one exact tour field glove, just skip the budget aisle. But if you play once or twice a week, want a solid grip, and care about keeping your hard-earned cash, budget is without a doubt the smartest path.
Let's summarize the final value verdict. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Need everyday durability? Grab a WeatherSof synthetic. Want that leather feel on a budget? Look at the Dawn Patrol Hybrid. Want bulk savings? Kirkland is king, but only if the fit is proven. Battling heat and sweat? Forget leather entirely and buy a breathable synthetic. You should pay for fit and material match, never just for hype.
Drop down into the comments right now. Tell me your glove budget, your handicap, and your normal weather match. Do you prefer leather or synthetic? I actually read those comments and they help build our future guides. Hit subscribe for more honest, hype-free budget gear explainers that actually save you money. See you out on the course.